Hello, good afternoon to you. Welcome to the business news here on Middaylive. My name is Alfredo Consi. Let's go on to our first story this afternoon. April consumer price inflation stood at 18.7 as against 19.2% in March. According to the Deputy Government's Taxation Banwadia, the marginal decline of 0.5% in the inflation rate for this particular last month due to that was based on the drift effect from non-food items such as transport, housing, electricity and recreation.
The 0.5% decrease in the inflation rate from March 2016 to April 2016 does not necessarily mean that prices are going down. Prices are not necessarily going down. So long as the inflation rate is positive, it should tell you that prices are going up. What it means is that the rate at which prices are changing, or people will say the tempo of price changes, is what is slowing.
Let's just stay with issues relating to business. And cyber security expert Albert Boisiako says it will be fundamentally wrong for the National Communications Authority (NCA) to ban over-the-top calls through social media apps. Speaking on News at 10 on Tuesday, Albert Boisiako noted that such a move will contravene the key principles of the internet, which requires accessibility, sanity, and freedom to use the internet.
A ban on sex services is fundamentally wrong. That will be a backward attempt to deal with an issue which has dominated, which is dominating discussions globally. This is because the ban fundamentally contravenes the key principles of the internet: universality, accessibility, the freedom of the internet. It is not the way to go. And if you also look at the situation, there is inherent conflict of interest in which the telcos are supporting sort of their competitors, to transmit data calls to customers. So there is lots of revenue associated with international calls, also lots of revenue from roaming fees. And despite this, we still expect consumers to use OTT voice applications in the coming months, year.
Right.
Because of social media and also smart devices all in place.
Business confidence shot up in the first quarter of 2016, according to the latest Association of Ghana Industries Business Barometer report. This, according to the association, is a positive sign to begin the year, considering the fact that the same period in 2015 recorded a drop.
Recovering from a dip of 95.9 points in the last quarter of 2015, the Business Confidence Index has shot up to 101.9 points in the first quarter of 2016. According to the report, captains of industry rated business performance better in the first quarter of 2016 than the fourth quarter of 2015. Similarly, 61% were optimistic of business performance in the next quarter in anticipation of a stable power supply. The report revealed that the top 5 challenges facing businesses include high cost of utility, multiplicity of taxes, cedi depreciation, access to credit and delayed payments. Per the report, 90% of businesses said they are constrained by the recent tariffs for electricity, including water.
There's the need for businesses, to have that respite. Manufacturers elsewhere would have cheaper power, but that is not a situation we have here in Ghana. And for that matter, we think that, as government did indicate not too long ago, that industry would have cheaper power. This should be implemented so that it will take the pressure off industries.
The report indicated that companies are adapting strategies in line with the high utility tariffs to save cost.
There's a need for reclassification of power pricing or power tariffs such that industry will not subsidize residential power users. That is what is happening, and it's very worrying. I mean, it is not even encouraging expansion, you see, of businesses. Once we don't expand, we cannot absorb, I mean, by way of employment, I mean, the teeming youth that are coming up.
The AGI Business Barometer Indicator measures the level of confidence in the business environment and predicts short-term business trend using current economic conditions and perceptions.
All right, so that's it for business.